Hey, Charlie guys, what's up? All right, so I'm here to talk to us again about this Igbo king matter. This is a matter I thought was going away. So I had done some recordings with about this whole matter, but I thought it was going away. So I just put that aside. But just recently, the government has come out to come and say that he has stopped the man calling himself the Eze Igbo, Chukwudi Ihinetu, from celebrating the New Yam Festival. So it has sort of like heightened this whole matter all over again. So I've decided to do this story from videos that I recorded way back in July, but I held on to them for some reason. But now I want to just put it out there. Now, what is the story? This whole business about Igbo king, whatever, began with two men. This man here called Jeffrey Mokugo, and this one here, who we all know, called Chukwudi Ihinetu. Now, how did it begin? 2011, this man took this man for the first time to the Igbo Yam Festival in Ghana. And that is where the confusion began. Now, one of the patrons of the Igbo community in Ghana, his name is Chief Michael Okereke, has been telling me how it all began.
Igbo community held New Year Festival in 2011.
Okay.
It was
I was the chairman of that.
he was the chairman of that occasion. And it was our grand patron. It was our grand patron who brought him that time.
Right.
So after that time, you claim to be king of who?
Well, the grand patron brought him.
Yes, at that New Yam Festival.
Okay. In 2011.
2011. So all of a sudden, you bypass even the person who brought you, you want to be king over him. Is that how to, in your village, is that how to be a king? Are you getting it? So that is how, so he's not our king, he's not our leader, he's not a member of Igbo community, Ghana.
Okay, so as you heard from Michael Okereke, this man brought this man, and all of a sudden now, this man is wanting to be king. But that is not the whole story. The point is this, that when this man brought this man, he then realized that this one want to be Igbo king Ghana. Because he brought him, he thought that he would be king and maybe this one would be one of his lieutenants. But I realized that this one was pushing to be king. So he rushed to Lagos. I was told by this man that he then rushed to Lagos and made the Igbo king Lagos, or Eze Igbo of Lagos, crowned him to become Eze Igbo for Ghana. Then this one also got elders in Ghana here to now crown him as Eze Igbo Ghana. With the thinking that if this man went to Lagos to be crowned king, it means he's a sub-chief because he is now subject to the Eze Igbo of Lagos. This man is now subject to the Eze Igbo of Lagos. So he now got himself to be crowned king. So now when this man returned to Ghana, it became a confusion. It looks like now this man is claiming to be Eze Igbo, and this man is also claiming to be Eze Igbo Ghana, both of them. So that confusion had to be settled. But the Igbo community Ghana dissociated themselves from both men. Please, this is very critical. This point I'm making is very, very critical. The Igbo community Ghana dissociated themselves from both men, and by issuing a statement, which I'm displaying on the screen right now, claiming that this man has gone to Lagos to be crowned. This man has also got himself to be crowned in Ghana, and both of them are coming to do coronation. This man was coming to do his at Kama Conference Center, and this one was coming to do his at the trade fair. So the Igbo community issued a statement calling on national security to stop both of them. That is in 2012. In 2012, they called the national security to stop both of them because what they were doing was going to bring confusion. So clearly, like I said, it means that in the Igbo community in Ghana had dissociated themselves from both of them. Now, why did the Igbo community say that both of them, the two of them, cannot make claim to anything they are claiming? Because according to them, in their constitution, there is nothing like Eze. In their constitution, what they know is that they are welfare a community, and then they have a president, and the president is elected from each state, because there are 5 states under Igbo. So they said that this is how they elect their leaders. So each year, after every 3 years, they elect leaders. But these people are now here claiming to be Igbo. So they dissociate themselves from them. Now, Mr. Louis Okori has been explaining to me what kind of leadership structure they have. And they explain clearly that there is nothing like Eze in their leadership structure.
The structure is that the executive is run from the 5 constituent state unions of Anambra, Imo, Abia, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Imo. 5 state constituent.
No, mention the states again.
Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Abia, Ebonyi. These are the 5 state unions that make up Igbo community, Ghana. And the leadership is run from these 5 constituent state unions. So these are the way we structure the Igbo community Ghana. And this has been run since 2011.
If you say that you started this structure of leadership that you're talking about 2011, what happened in 2012 that today it's all over the country that we have a Igbo chief, and or how come a gentleman is out there by name of Chukwudi Ehinetu is claiming that he is the Igbo chief of Ghana, and he said that he was duly elected in 2012 and was coronated.
Yes. See, before you claim to have a position, you need to find out if that position is legally available. Yes, this is a welfare association like I stated earlier. There's no provision for any king. We have an executive, we have structures, we have regional leadership, we have national leadership. So there's no provision for kingship. So you claiming to have been coronated a king is out of the place. There's no provision for that. Even in our constitution, it doesn't exist. So before you claim that you have a position, you must have first of all ascertain that it exists within the structure of that entity, which unfortunately or fortunately now does not exist and never existed.
So there was no function where 2 people ran for the position of Igbo chief in Ghana.
Like I said,
for one person to win.
The position never existed. So there wouldn't have been any need for people to run for the office if the office never existed. So it never existed. Nobody ran for the office and nobody was made king.
But do you know Eze Chukwudi Ihenetu? Do you know him?
Chukwudi Ihenetu, Mr. Chukwudi Ihenetu is our brother.
Okay.
He's our brother. We know him. But we don't know him as a king. He's an Igbo man. He's our brother. We know him.
After my interview with the Igbo community, Ghana, I went to Mr. Chukwudi Ihenetu, this gentleman here. I went to him because he is the one now claiming to be Eze Igbo of Ghana. I went to him. He gave me an appointment to come at 1 p.m. one day in July. It was in July. And I went to him, and I sat there for about 3 hours. He came from a meeting, and then we met. We spoke for about 2 hours. We were in a discussion for about 2 hours. I mean, for most part, he spoke. And he told me a lot of things. I can't quite remember because he said I shouldn't record him. I was thinking that he was going to allow me to record because I had told him that I had recorded these other guys. So let me record you so that we'll have both sides of the story. But he said I shouldn't record him because he's been asked not to speak about the matter again. Fine, that is his right. Okay. But he told me some things and he was thinking that, okay, I should go and tell the story myself. But critically what he told me was that after the 2012 confusion between him and this gentleman, in 2014, that's 2 years on, there was an agreement within the Igbo community, the elders, that the 2 of them should run an election for the 2 of them head to head. Whoever wins keeps the title as the Igbo of Ghana. And so this man actually agreed to run the election. So the 2 of them were put on a ballot paper and they ran an election at the R Center, Ghana. And he won about 97.something%. And he won just about 2%. So this man left the election grounds angry and sort of that kind of thing. So now from 2014, as far as he's concerned, as far as that election is concerned, as far as he's concerned, he had won, so now he's Igbo. Then the next moment, this man has now gone to join the Igbo community. Now remember, the Igbo community, the same Igbo community that claimed that they were against both of them. This man has not gone to join them. And they are still continuing in their opposition against now him. Now, get it clearly. So to his mind, it's like this man is now gone there and he's the one engineering the Igbo community, quote unquote, Igbo community against him. But, the presentation I've made so far, remember that the Igbo community Ghana had already registered their opposition against both of them. And the reason they registered their opposition against them was because they were claiming to be fighting over a title called Eze Igbo, which was not in their constitution. So according to them, that thing is not constitutional as far as they are concerned. So any of the two of them who agrees that they are giving up on this Igbo thing and coming to join, the person is welcome. So that is which is what this man has done. But to say that this man is the one now engineering the Igbo community against him, I think is a bit far-fetched, because already before even this man joined them, the Igbo community were against both of you for this is the Igbo matter. And the reason they were against the two of them, as Chief Michael Okereke put it, it doesn't make sense for anyone to come from his country and claim that he has been crowned king or chief in another man's country. If you say you have been crowned king, where is your kingdom? Because no king is a kingdom. No king is a king of nothing. You will need to have a kingdom. So where is your kingdom? Can you establish your kingdom in another man's country? Other people are chiefs in other countries, in the diaspora. Nobody is claiming to claim any kingdom or anything. But this man, since he came, he has crowned to about 12 chiefs, sub-chiefs, and he spoke about the fact that he want to build a village, and later he said, that was in 2013, then he later on in 2017 said he want to build a kingdom in Ghana. So these are the things, and this Michael Okereke says does not make sense.
Anybody who will come from a different country to come to another country, an independent country, to come and install somebody a king, I don't think the person is normal.
Very well.
You left your place, Nigeria. You come to another man's land, a country, to come and install somebody a king. You know what a king means? You must have a kingdom.
Yes.
So which kingdom? A king does not live in a rented place,
Yes.
or a leased place.
Yes.
So how can somebody come from Nigeria? Is it his king?
No.
In Nigeria, in Igbo land, we don't have any one king. In Igbo land. Are you getting what I'm saying? So his ambition is purely on his own.
So in conclusion, Michael Okereke is saying that the conduct of this man, i.e. claiming to be Eze Igbo, and then later on claiming he want to build a kingdom, and then going around and crowning sub-chiefs around the country, is worrying. And now the thing is getting back at the entire Igbo community, and all of them who are Igbos in Ghana are now beginning to suffer the consequences of his conduct. So they are appealing to Ghanaians that look, they have never been in support of this man. So they are pleading with Ghanaians that please do not include us in whatever this man is doing, because we are not party to it. That is a simple appeal.
The thing is affecting Igbos generally in Ghana. Our name has been damaged. And this thing, they are calling us names. They're generalizing it. So we want Ghanaians to know that we have come here for a long time and we are law-abiding citizens. So we ask Ghanaians and the government that all Igbos are not fraud.
Right.
We have our legitimate business we are doing, and we have our children here, we have our kids here.
Now finally, here are my thoughts. I think that this matter is a serious matter, because now the Gamanche has been forced to sanction or stop a whole New Yam Festival that was coming up, being organized by this man. Now, if what the Gamanche has done is right or is wrong, it must be in law. So what does the law say? The silence of our political class, the Minister for Chieftaincy Affairs and Tourism and all these people, the way they are silent. I know this man visited Okujeto, Foreign Affairs Minister, but there was no discussion about whether what he's doing it's legal or it's not legal. So we need to get some clarity, because otherwise it will now begin to look like what people are saying on social media, that whatever is being done is stopping them from celebrating the Yam Festival and whatever. No, it's xenophobia. You know, that's what people are saying. That is xenophobia, that's black on black hatred and all kinds of things. But please, let's remember, and that people are saying, oh, even Ghanaians are even also installed chiefs in other countries. But let's remember that no Ghanaian chief anywhere in the world, in the diaspora, has gone around installing sub chiefs anywhere to claiming that they are king. He's king, so now he's installing sub chiefs. And the no Ghanaian chief anywhere has gone to come and say he's been a Ghanaian village or a Ashanti village or Ashanti kingdom or anything. No, nobody has done that with their own school and with their own whatever and whatever. But nobody has done that anywhere. So those are the two main issues that are worrying for Ghanaians. So before we quickly judge and say what is happening is xenophobia, I think the political class need to speak about this matter and let us know what the law says about what this man is doing. Is it right? Is it legal or it is not legal? Is what the government has done, are you stopping them from celebrating their Yam Festival? Is it legal or it's not legal? We need a political class to speak. I will rest here. God bless.